Good morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Gabe Townsend.
And I'm Austin Daly.
Although Roseville's varsity football players played great while winning their 5th straight game, frustration and conflict was apparent off the field.
After last Friday's homecoming game, several band members complained that students from the cheering section harassed them by sitting in band seats, destroying seat covers, using racial slurs, stealing of instruments, throwing things at them, and breaking a hat.
For the rest of the night, I didn't feel safe. I was cautious about where I was setting everything down, where I was sitting, who I made eye contact with in the Tiger cage, and I felt really uncomfortable and didn't feel safe.
The harassment didn't stop until another member of the Tiger cage stopped the hecklers. Administration did not learn about the events until the following Monday. Principal David Bird hopes that in the future, the Tiger cage and band can work together rather than have a conflict.
Yeah, we're going to integrate that whole process. What we want is Tiger cage doing a cheer, then they can stop, band can play a song, then maybe they can all do something together, all do a song, then band can do or all do a cheer, then band can do a song that Tiger cage can participate in, and they just keep feeding off of each other and working off of each other.
Bird wants the student section to be inclusive of all students, including the band, and for the entire section to continue to grow.
We want to kind of outgrow the current section that we have and have so many students in that rooting section that we have to move everybody down and move down a little wider and keep bumping some of our parents down into other places. We want to outgrow that whole home side.
Read the full story in Eye of the Tiger this Monday.
After a year of discussion, the Roseville Joint Union High School District has decided to keep class ranking. We go to Alonzo Alcacer with the story.
Last year, a student brought up the idea of eliminating class rank at a district board meeting, saying that class rank causes too much infighting within the students who want to be in the top few numbers, but the district decided to stay with the current system.
I'm personally kind of torn on it, but we felt like, I think as a school district, there weren't enough people who were supportive of the idea of getting rid of it, that we would go ahead and get rid of it right now.
One of the main arguments for keeping it was that if it was removed, students would be less inclined to take harder classes.
I know I'm keeping my class load up this senior year just so I can stay up, but if it wasn't a thing, I probably would take maybe one less hard class or something like that.
Next week is the last week to buy senior t-shirts. They cost $15 and you can buy them during first and second lunch on the stage in the cafeteria.
Now we go to Jason Russell for sports.
Good morning and welcome to an all-new edition of EOTSN. I'm Jason Russell. Both the girls and boys varsity water polo teams ended their league season last night with games against Oakmont. Unfortunately, they both lost. However, both of their seasons are not over. The girls varsity team will not know if they are in playoffs until after the CVC tournament, which takes place next week. Regardless of how they end up doing in the tournament, varsity player Sydney Little was happy by how the team played compared to last year.
I think it went really well, actually. It improved since last year. We actually went into overtime with the number 1 and number 2 and number 3 teams from last year, which was way closer than what happened in the past. And we actually scored on Oakmont this year, which didn't happen last year. Everyone really contributes, like all of the juniors and sophomores, even from the wing spots, they all have like 20 plus goals. So.
Now, as far as the boys varsity team goes, they are in playoffs, squeezing into the tournament with a 3-3 league record. They will need all of their strength to take on any of the teams in playoffs, but varsity player Ethan Jones believes their improved play from last year will help them in playoffs.
Well, I say this year, just like we're moving more as a team, because last year we would kind of just like go down and set up and then just wait for like the ball to get into set, but this year we're like moving out, driving in, and so it's just getting more ball movement, so it's really helping us out.
Hopefully in a few weeks, both of these teams will still be playing. Now, for those of you coming to the football game tonight, here's a quick update on what you should be expecting. Last week, Roseville defeated the Cosumnes Oaks Wolfpack 42-24. After being down 24-7 in the second quarter, they went on a 35-0 run and rallied to a commanding victory. If momentum counts for anything, then Roseville should have a lot of it. The team that will be trying to break Roseville's 5-0 win streak is the equally 5-0 Antelope Titans. They've been putting up huge numbers on offense this season, having multiple games where they put up close to 50 points. They are led by running back Elijah Dotson, who has been averaging 172 yards per game and has a total of 13 touchdowns. If Roseville has any chance of winning this game tonight, it starts with containing Dotson, something that no team has been able to do so far. Now, one quick side note about the Roseville football team. They are welcoming senior offensive and defensive lineman Tanner Johnson to their lineup tonight. Johnson has not played a single snap this year due to his transfer from Wood Creek, which made him ineligible. We wish Johnson the best of luck with his first game tonight. And that's it on your home for Roseville High School sports top plays, breakdowns, and more. I, the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. Now we go to Troy with Tiger Talk.
Hey guys, this is Troy with Tiger Talk. Recently across the nation, it's been a hot topic whether or not students should be suspended for filming a video of a fight on campus. I went out and asked our students what they think should happen.
No, because everyone wants to see the fight and know what happened, who won or who didn't win. Probably who didn't win.
I would say it depends on what they are doing while they are filming the fight. Why are they filming the fight as opposed to, say, trying to stop or prevent the fight? I think that filming a fight oftentimes helps encourage folks to fight because now they don't feel like they can back out of it successfully.
I mean, no, not really. Because, I mean, why? They didn't do anything wrong. They just recorded the fight. They weren't actually doing the fight.
Sure. No, not at all.
How come?
Because it's just they're not involved in the fight, and sometimes Twitter needs to see that.
No. There's so many kids. Like, how are you gonna suspend all those kids? It doesn't make sense to me.
If there's, bones flying and blood everywhere, then that should be hidden from the viewers because high school students shouldn't see that kind of thing. It really messes with your brain,
I think it really depends. If they have consult from the fightees, then it's okay. But if they don't have any consult from them, then they should be suspended for videotaping the fights.
No.
How come?
Because you have the right to record what you want on your own phone. As long as you're not putting it on social media, it's your own private device.
No, they shouldn't.
How come?
They have the right to have their phone out and record. Like, you could just be recording nature and then a fight happens and, yeah, you shouldn't be suspended for that.
Yes, because they are witnessing a crime and they're failing to turn it in. So I do believe that they should be suspended if they're going to take part in a violent action like that. They should help humanity out.
It seems as though students feel like they should be able to record what they would like. I personally believe that we should be able to record a fight as long as we are not promoting it. Recently, former Tiger Talk host Jeremy Frisch challenged me to ask the question that everyone's been wondering. Who's more attractive, me or Jeremy?
No comment.
I think you have better hair, but Jeremy's body overall was like a 10, and you're like a 7.5.
I gotta say Jeremy Frisch.
I've gotta say Jeremy.
Jeremy?
Jeremy Frisch.
Who's more attractive, me or Jeremy?
You.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's more attractive, me or Jeremy?
Jeremy!
No comment.
Do you remember Jeremy Frisch?
How could I forget Jeremy Frisch?
Who's more attractive, me or Jeremy?
Oh, don't do that to yourself, buddy.
I would kiss Troy Maldonado. I wouldn't kiss Jeremy Frisch. You can quote me on that.
Who's more attractive, me or Jeremy Frisch?
Jeremy Frisch. No question. There's no question.
Is it his hair or what is it?
It's just kind of everything about him. He gets every great girl at Roseville High School. No, it's not that you're ugly. It's just that like no one is better than Jeremy Frisch. Like, there's no question.
Personally, I feel like I'm more attractive than Jeremy Frisch, and I'm better than him in every aspect of life. Now back to news.
Thanks, Troy. Brothers James Jones and Donovan Jones are both certified scuba divers. We go to Emily Ruiz with the story.
The Jones brothers got their start in scuba diving due to the influence of their aunt and uncle, who are certified master scuba divers.
My aunt's been doing scuba diving for like 4 years longer than I have, and she got me, my brother, and my mom into scuba diving about 7 years ago. I first learned how to scuba dive in Monterey. That's where I got certified when I was 10 years old, which is the youngest you can. It wasn't too hard of a course. I mean, at 10 years old, it's kind of hard to learn all that information, but you get used to the terminology pretty quickly.
The Jones brothers' scuba diving adventures have helped to strengthen the brotherly bond between them.
Because we always fight a lot, and now that we travel, we have to be in cars together, so we just have fun together now.
These brothers have gotten the opportunity to explore the depths of the world below and have found that it is a completely different environment than the different sites on land.
Great feeling because it's so fun and so free. It's fun in exploring new places that you can't walking.
The two brothers plan to continue scuba diving in the future, and James will be getting his scuba diving master's this October once he turns 18.
That's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time.